Bruh.
Hey guys, I'm back for some more Art of War 3, and today I'm going to be playing on the Inferno map. This is a great battle. I really like this battle. So, without further ado, we're getting on with this one. It's a 43-minute long battle, so I have to fast forward some parts that are boring. So yeah, okay. Upgrading the infrastructure. We're not going for deployment time shipyard. Rather, scouting right now would be a better idea. So we're scouting on the ground. We got some of their containers, even one near their own base. Okay, we even got that one. Yeah, red barely got any containers. Okay, upgraded to HQ level 3 already. We're scouting. Nice, nice. Oh, we got a container here, but the thing is, that's a level 2 shipyard, which put me into a little bit of a panic. But in Star League, you're easily able to get one of these platforms out quickly. So yeah. Well, green's gonna get that one, so that's a bit unfortunate, but I'll get this one. Anyways, this big container should be mine. We attack that gun tower that's being built, but green comes into it. And green has way more coyotes and infantry units than I do. So, I mean, I have one sniper tower, but green just has way too many coyotes. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem. I have this platform up. I'll make one alligator and then I'll go for a level 3 shipyard. And then make some Barracuda submarines. Okay, we see blue. Blue is doing pretty dang good. And advised orange to put a little bit more infrastructure out. I mean, orange already has the Jaguars out. That's pretty early, I would say. Because, yeah, nobody really has any high-tech units out. Yep, there's the alligator attacking the Cayman, but is forced to retreat because the naval platform. Although I really wished red would just keep firing. It would be so good to trade an alligator for a Cayman. That would be so good. Anyways, we put a little bit more infrastructure out. We have 7 supply centers right now. We got the Wasp. We're fighting for this container. My Cayman looks like it was going to win until the other yellow Cayman came in. But at this point, I send my Wasp in, but my Wasp isn't going to make it. That's quite unfortunate. Well, they got a scout. They know I'm making submarines, so I accelerate the production of the submarine. I scout, red looks like red's coming in. And so I put on combat defense, and it's time to attack. I have one submarine out here anyways. Let's put the acid strike. Unfortunately, the acid only reached to one ship. We'll lose the naval platform, but honestly, it should not be that hard to win. We retreated the Wasp because there's too much anti-air on the alligator. And yeah, that ship is not going to do anything. We'll build 2 more platforms to avoid any sort of alligator rush, and we'll train some more Barracudas. In the meantime, it looks like orange is doing a pretty good attack on green. However, yellow is doing an extremely good attack on blue. A complete mole rush by minute 7. And there's a lot of units here too. The mole turrets are out. Yeah, there's complete chaos on blue's base. Although blue has a level 3 special vehicle factory. And there might be a chameleon that's coming out soon. If the chameleon comes out, blue will have a much higher chance of defending. I don't have anything to help blue yet, but there's the chameleon, and it's gonna help blue defend. The only problem is that, yellow has a mole. Come on, we got the acid deployed, but we lost the Wasp. But at least we got the acid corrosion on the mole. Unfortunately, the mole went underground. But with the acid corrosion, the mole's underground passive isn't really that strong anymore. Because, remember, the damage increases by like 50%. Anyways, with the chameleon out, yellow's rush is almost destroyed, and that's not a bad idea. We're moving our submarines closer, and it doesn't look like red has any real platforms or submarines anyways, so my submarines can literally just fire at everything with the torpedoes completely submerged underwater. Yeah, and red literally doesn't know where to fire. This was a pretty spot on target. They know exactly where to strike here. I don't know how, but hey, they did it. This was somewhat spot on. I wouldn't say it's perfect. But with that, red has no more shipyards, and so we can take down these ships over here. We're making some more Barracudas, and also by the way, you can see on the side of the screen, we are making a Leviathan. And we're also going to rain some salvos on red occasionally. Just bombard them here and there. Anyways, looks like green and yellow are launching a joint coordinated attack on orange, and it's a very strong attack. They even have hawks out. Blue is going to help. I don't really have much to help because I am doing an attack on my own right now. Mostly a naval attack. And I wanted to use my Leviathan to attack red. So honestly, I'm planning on taking down red. It does look like blue is going to have this situation under control. So I don't doubt blue's ability. I did send a ship and Jaguar out to help, but I'm going to send them back to help orange. Okay, red's gun tower is destroyed. Okay, point F. Okay, green has aviation. Not just hawks, but regular aviation in terms of dragonflies too. Okay, we'll nuke the factory. We don't want that many jaguars coming out. HQ is also gone. Red is pretty much out of the game at this point. However, yellow is now attacking blue, and blue's forces are pretty spread out. Yeah, blue has to retreat. Orange couldn't defend for himself. However, orange is moving the pace closer to mine, which is a good idea. I can provide some support. Since we are all going for a land composition, having bases that are closer to each other is just generally better. Lots of chameleons out here. Okay, I start mass producing vehicles at this point. Orange is making some vehicle factories. And yeah, I go over there to assist orange from the attack. I have a mole out here as well. We're also making a larger army. I am now confronting green. There's a little bit of a lag when fast forwarding. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, that's the thing. With a 3v3, there's so much lag. Anyways, green's hawks are coming in to destroy the mole. Not really a good idea since mole is just too tanky, man. Anyways, I have a lot of porcupines and I have the Leviathan. So the anti-air present is just a lot. Green's hawks aren't that good. However, yellow does have a Leviathan and things have taken an interesting turn. I'm going to nuke the ramp because that's where the enemy units are. However, it does look like my Leviathan is going to be critically injured. I have to fall back. Yeah, Leviathan's going down. However, I don't think I can destroy yellow's Leviathan. And I don't have that much anti-air. The hawks and the Leviathan, they're overpowering my anti-air. Okay, I'm sending in more reinforcements. I'm also going to move in some Barracudas over here to occasionally attack red if red tries to rebuild. And I'm going for HQ level 5, just so I can have more CP and slightly more resource production. Okay, scout point D, let's see. Okay. Instead, I was going to attack green's navy. Interesting. Anyways, yellow and green are pursuing with their relentless attacks. My mole is under passive. Another mole turret to destroy the Leviathan, but it's aiming at the porcupine instead. Which, hey, it's fine. It's fine. But my troops over here are going to get destroyed, and I can't really do much. Barracudas are attacking. Green ships. And I'm occasionally bombarding here and there with my submarine. My Leviathan has been trained back up once again. I'm making some more units. And let's fast forward. I sent in some more help over to blue. However, yellow has another round of Chameleon coming my way. Quite unfortunate. Although orange has a pretty good attack going on. Lots of anti-air, but it got... Yep. There's no more anti-air anymore because the porcupines were caught under cluster fire. And yeah, the splash damage was just too much. Okay, there's a lot of troops here. I'm also going to move some of my troops down there to help blue. Okay, I was able to nuke the Chameleon. I don't think I was able to do that much damage. However, orange is doing pretty well. Not that bad. I'm also sending in some more reinforcements. I'm playing without Chameleon because the thing is, Chameleon is good and all, but Jaguars are still very weakly armored. So if you double tap, it's not that big of a deal. It's just like using fire assaults against JCP, right? You just double tap. As soon as one fire assault, as soon as one fire assault sees the JCP, the rest will just start jumping over there. So let me give you an example. Say there's a JCP fire right here, right? And my forces are going to come in this way. I'll mark with arrows. So, of course, if I have a big enough attack squad, one Jaguar will make it over here and will identify everything nearby. And at that moment, all of my Jaguars that are over here will turn into siege mode, which I'll notify by X's, and then they'll fire. And now it's just a normal battle now, because it's a Chameleon, right? It's just Jaguars versus Jaguars now. It's just based on who has the higher upgrades. In that case, you don't really need a Chameleon. And in my case, I have slightly stronger heroes than my opponents. And green is using a combination of hawks, which will take up slightly more CP. So by using porcupines, we can even use the porcupines as the bait for the scout. And with the porcupines going to the front of the army to scout things inside of the cloud that the Chameleon admits, then my Jaguars behind the porcupines will turn into siege mode and then attack the things that are inside the Chameleon. Regardless, there's a nice cool confrontation going on right here. With the mole to help, my Jaguar and my porcupines won't take that much damage. I mean, they will, but it's nothing too big of a deal. And these containers are mine. There's another bigger container spawning over there. I'll get that later. For now, we'll destroy green's level 3 shipyard with my Barracudas, so that I am now the king of the seas in this battle. Let's fast forward. Ooh. Green is trying to launch the nuke. Green got the nuclear missile out, however, we're going to win. Also, this does look pretty beautiful, I'm not going to lie. Green's Leviathan's going down, and the nuclear missile really didn't do that much, except to put my mole into the passive shelter. Regardless, we're going to get this container. Yep. Okay, go back into hiding, go back into hiding. We're going to bombard these airfields here and there. It takes 2 salvos for 4 Barracudas to destroy 1 airfield, which is kind of sad. I wish it I wish I had like one more Barracuda, but my Barracuda's here reserved. Occasionally I have to send my Barracuda up into the surface to rain my missiles onto the surface just to see if Red is rebuilding. Like, Red could rebuild the HQ anytime, and the HQ will be rebuilt here. That's where the HQ will be rebuilt, because that's where the HQ is spawned. My HQ spawns right here. Yeah, yeah. So occasionally I have to, I keep this just to see if Red rebuilt his HQ. And it is submerged, so no one can really see that there is a unit there. So yeah, it's just a regular interval check. Anyways, Blue is completely out of the game. Blue earlier stated that he cannot rebuild his HQ anymore. So now it's just Orange and I. Orange is mass producing units over here. I am mass producing units over there. However, I have, as you guys can see, I have a large and extremely large surplus of resources. Because I've just been microing my submarines for the past like 3 minutes. All my attention was onto the submarines, so I really haven't been producing anything. But as you guys can see, I am making this building right here, and a lot of my resources were gone. So obviously it's a nuclear silo, as I like to call it. We're gonna launch a nuke. We're also gonna train a couple more vehicles out. We have all of our heroes here. There's the Wasp. Why is the Wasp there? Interesting. Regardless, we have a huge army here. My army and Orange's army. I think we're gonna attack at this point. Yellow's coming in. Ooh, that was a good nuclear strike. Okay, let's attack. That's a pretty big battle, so I will stay in this kind of orientation. The enemy Wasp is going down. My Mole is to the far right in this situation. I'm going to nuke the areas where Green has his Jaguars. Green and Yellow, they both had their Jaguars over there. Hawks are incoming. It does look like I'll lose my Leviathan in this engagement. Ooh, my Wasp is also going to get shot down soon. I have a lot of Porcupines though. Leviathan's going down. My Mole is critically injured, so we failed at the attack. Yeah, the attack was not that good. They pretty much had us surrounded, which was, that's our defeat. And Yellow's base was right here, so Yellow could send reinforcements really quickly. However, a nuclear missile is going to be ready in 30 seconds, and my first target is going to be Green. Of course, I'm just going to be raining fire here and there, just to keep Green distracted for a little bit. Green rebuilt his airfields to the front of the base, so yeah, my Barracudas can't reach them. However, we just tried a land attack from the northeast and from the southeast. However, they had us surrounded, so we can't really attack the airfields anytime soon. The only chance is that of this nuclear missile, and it's ready, so it's going up into the sky soon. And let me get that nice cinematic shot. There it goes, the smoke, and this big rocket that goes into the air. I shouldn't say rocket, but I should say a giant missile. Anyways, zoom out a little bit. Nuclear missile, kaboom! The airfields are destroyed, so Green will be set back in his aerial dominance. Because we were suffering for quite some time because of Green's aerial superiority, as I have to say. Regardless, we do have a pretty strong army. We're going to train another nuclear missile once we get the resources. However, Green is making a nuke. And there's a Mole right here to support. So we have to destroy Green's nuclear missile station. Yeah, because I really don't want to use one nuke just to destroy this one station. That is not a good, that's not a good use of my resources. 2,550 resources for only 1,800 is not a good trade-off. And plus, he could just keep rebuilding. So yeah, we're gonna have to use this ground army to destroy that nuclear missile station. Or nuclear silo, whichever one I like to say. Okay, looks like the silo was destroyed while the nuclear missile was being produced, which will give us a huge upper hand. However, yellow is attacking orange. I really hope yellow can hold off. I'm going to retreat for now to help orange. And that Leviathan is good as gone. Yeah, we just had way too many porcupines and my Leviathan. So, yeah. Orange just needs to hold out for some time. Oh, orange has no supply centers. Huh, they must have all been over here. Okay, as I said, double tap. See, this is what I meant early on. Right, as soon as you get a scout, like, you know where the enemies are, all of my Jaguars will turn into siege mode, right? And now they'll just be firing their attacks, right? And now it's just an equal battle, because my Jaguar and their Jaguar, there's no shield. And it's not like they have a mole under here secretly. And I don't have a mole here secretly, so it's just Jaguar versus Jaguar at this point. So honestly, you don't really need a chameleon. Yeah, and it's not like they had that many Jaguars out either. And now they're patrolling the seas with a couple dragonflies. So I have to be quite careful in my bombardment schedule. I have another Barracuda here, yeah, intervally checking, but red has not built anything yet. Okay, let's go. It looks like they're opting for grenadiers, which is quite interesting. Okay, enemy mole. I don't have a mole. Let's see if we can destroy the enemy Leviathan. We destroyed the enemy's wasp. And there it goes. The enemy's Leviathan is destroyed. We lost our entire army from that Leviathan's nuke. We did not nuke because we were surrounded. It's not like all of the enemy units were clustered together. There was a couple enemy units over here and some over there. So it's, yeah. Let's fast forward. We'll get that bigger container. They try to attack, but my forces repel for now. We'll get that bigger container. I think we did nuke green again. That's why the some of green's administration is destroyed. So green should be crippled quite a bit. If they only have one supply center over here, one power plant. Oh, yeah, it's okay. I'm going to use these couple vehicles to scout yellow, see if he has a nuclear missile like blue might think. But no, yellow only has HQ level 4, which means it's impossible for yellow to have a nuclear missile. So I'm just gonna move my porcupines a little back. Okay, green's Leviathan is coming. Yellow has a pretty big army here. I'm gonna nuke that area. That's a pretty good nuke if you ask me. It caught a lot of the enemy troops under the attack radius. Mole is into the passive. However, yellow's Leviathan is coming. And we're gonna have to retreat. I don't have that many vehicles out, but my nuclear missile is ready. I don't think I'm gonna nuke yellow's troops yet. What I want to do is I want to nuke yellow. But not yellow's administration, no. I want to nuke his factories. Because factories is what produces the units. So we can set yellow back in terms of production. And with all of the factories destroyed and a handful of his administration buildings, yeah, yellow should be pushed back a lot. So if yellow loses his heroes, he will not be able to produce any heroes. Boom, his mole is out. Nuclear missile, but I'm going to destroy it. Too bad, Leviathan, your nuclear missile was not able to be launched. Same for green. You try to make the nuclear missile go up into the sky, I won't let you. See, bam, we destroyed two Leviathans before either one of them launched their nuke. And the way to tell if a Leviathan is making the nuclear missile come up into the sky, you can see their lights are flashing. Right, see, there's no lights flashing on this Leviathan yet. But when you see the nuclear missiles going to the sky, it'll have like red and green lights flashing around. That's how you know if he's launching the nuke. Anyways, we're back into the action. We're gonna attack green now. Gotta destroy this prototype factory. Good. Okay, we're pretty much just using our entire army to destroy green. Once green is destroyed, it is pretty much good game. Because as you guys can see, orange is also destroying yellow's base. Perfect. So this is a good game. Red has 2 buildings here, but it's not that big of an issue. We have 1 more nuclear missile at the ready, and we'll use that to destroy yellow. This is going to be our last nuclear missile for the round, so we'll make it a little cinematic. Nice. The only thing that remains is yellow's HQ. And we'll send our forces to destroy these power plants that red has built on top of the ridge. And that is a good game.